if you would go and you buy jewellery, you would think 10,000 times before buying it from a first generation. You won't believe, Anis, my 12th class title was Hard Work Pays in the Long Run, Keep It Up.
Wow.
So I'm a kind of person who finds out way, because if the moment life put any challenges, I stay okay, how to overcome it. Conservative to many things, for no going to pubs or this or dressing up, the women's dressing, and there are a lot of taboos around women over here. And
Okay.
till the time I was there in that place for 4 to 5 years, Anis, nothing happened. The moment I left that place, the the roof fell down.
So building brand,
Yeah.
building brand, right? So I'll just come to that perspective,
Yeah.
right? Now, Akarshan, completely net new. What was your journey of building that brand? Because especially in this space, right? Like you said, it's a completely
Yeah.
unstructured. There are already the big boys who are there. उसमें brand build करना and उसमें ये recognition पाना with the likes of those, it's like a David and Goliath fight, right? You're having. अभी उनके साथ
Yes.
लड़ना, right? From Bhopal,
Um,
right? Not
have
from
you seen
Bombay or
have you
Pune.
seen Lamborghini? Have you seen Lamborghini movie? How
No, I haven't.
Lamborghini came into existence?
No, I haven't.
Do see that. Lamborghini wanted to be with Ferrari. They wanted the guy wanted to compete with Ferrari, and he was a small town guy with who was a farmer's son, and he started Lamborghini as a tractor company, and then he started building cars, and he wanted his car to be better than Ferrari. So I say no dream is a big dream if you have passion towards it. So when I started Aakarshan and I said there's no Tiffany in India, and I started focusing on I traveled through and through. So I traveled to Chantaburi, Bangkok, Hong Kong, London. I went to places around. I studied the complete supply chain. I went to Surat Mandi to see how diamond gets sold at Surat Mandi. I went to Panna mines to see how diamonds get mined and as a comes out of earth, and how do you identify that they are the diamond drops and all. So I had done a thorough study in my industry. So when I knew the complete supply chain, I knew what I'm doing. I knew how to make it organized. So then I saw the right players in my own markets. In Bhopal also, we have multiple players. But who is the person who sells actually genuine diamond? So only person I admire in Bhopal is that person. So I work only with that human for any work I have in Bhopal. So then and in like industry also, I made my a collaboration with only genuine people, because I only wanted to stay genuine and be genuine. So I said okay, my parents wonder ki I want so many awards, acknowledgements and all. Still, where's the money? I am blessed that I don't have a single rupee loan or debt from anyone. I thrive on my own rotation and own money. But trust me on this, selling the highest level of product, because if you would go and you buy jewelry, you would think 10,000 times before buying it from a first generation, from a girl who's an entrepreneur who's trying to do something niche and has her own ways of doing it, and that to be sitting in a tier 3 city. So it wasn't easy. Nothing comes easy. But only thing is that I was completely into it. I have to make this happen. So I was completely dedicated towards it. So my whole journey had been focused ki no, this is how I wanna this is an I'm a little stubborn soul. I have this if I put my mind into anything, I put efforts towards it, because I'm you won't believe, Anis, my 12th class title was Hard Work Pays in the Long Run, Keep It Up. Imagine a 12th class girl who's good to look at, normally get a compliment on their smiles, on their looks, or their anything. My title for 12th class was Hard Work Pays in the Long Run, Keep It Up. So you can imagine the kind of person I have been through and through. So that's why I said okay. Then I went to like my Bhopal, found my Harigas over here, found some local jarao. But obviously I do try something, but then Dasni has some other plans, so they have a lot of twist comes in. Then I encounter those challenges. Then I try next thing, because recently my 12-year-old Karigar gave me a loss of 60-gram gold. And he because I shifted to this new place, I don't know what made his mind go wrong. He was very loyal to me for 12 years, and suddenly people thought ki if I would lose my Karigar, I may stop working. But then I understood that there were some other forces which were trying to stop me. So I gave my work to 10 different manufacturers, got 10 different collections done. So I'm a kind of person who finds out way, because if the moment life put any challenges, I stay okay, how to overcome it. So my whole my thought process starts working towards it. We participated in India's first luxury festival, which was done by Quintessentially in Delhi.
Hmm.
We became the silver sponsor for no Dubai-based EWPC wedding conference. So
Wow.
I tried things. Obviously, we are the first generation. We are not able to utilize the opportunities completely because we're still naive in many ways and we are novice because
Hmm.
nobody has done business, so we don't know how the world works. We are learning, we're growing, we're evolving every time. So but still we try to put our no do our best. If I said ki if I have given a choice ki which Taj I want to put my collection with, I chose Taj Palaknama because
Hmm.
I said ki because if I want to resonate Akarshan with luxury or a premium brand, I have to build Akarshan in a way ki wherever Akarshan is present, it should make sense to my journey.
So Shweta, you know, let's flip this a little bit more, right? But how did you convince your
Hmm.
family that बॉस मुझे बिजनेस चालू करना है और वो भी जेमोलॉजी में मुझे डायमंड्स के ऊपर काम करनी है मुझे जाके वापस पढ़ना है एंड योर पेरेंट्स आर सेइंग घर पे बैठो
Hmm.
राइट बच्चे के ऊपर ध्यान दो
Yeah,
राइट
I know.
so how did you
Yeah.
convince not only yourself your parents like you said right there are people around you who start putting these hurdles so how did you overcome those hurdles
Yes. Actually, Anis, I'm a person. I said that ki when I did everything around my daughter. So I ensured that I abide by my family norms. There,
hmm.
only the concern is that I should have time for my daughter. I managed everything around my daughter. Whatever I did, whatever courses I did, wherever I traveled, I took her along with me. So even I have no stories ki even if I've gone to Velvet Case, so Velvet Case was one of the first companies I had no collaboration with, which was a marketplace for multiple jewelry, designer good stuff jewelry. So Runit Kapil has been a very good friend of mine. So they started Velvet Case that time, and I shifted to Bhopal. And
Wow.
I heard a very nice statement for me when I shifted to Bhopal that Shweta finished. People literally said ki Shweta finished. And I also thought, yeah, I'm shifted to Bhopal. And no, I started Aakarshan from Pune. Pune had a base, Pune had a market, Pune had a class, Pune had people.
Yep.
Bhopal, imagine in 2012 when I shifted back to Bhopal. Bhopal is actually a tier 3 city. It's a very
Yes.
conservative place and people have their own mindset and they don't have a lifestyle. There are people are not still very conservative to many things for not going to pubs or disc or dressing up, the women's dressing. And there are a lot of taboos around women over here. So
Hmm.
I had it was a very big challenge for me, and I also thought ki I wanted to do this in Pune, and now I'm in Bhopal, and I really don't know how things gonna be like. But it's just that I when I started, as I said, things started falling in place. So I got a
Hmm.
call from my friend, and we were together in my schooling, and he said, "Ki Shweta, I've got my Dadaji's old house, which is a very old house. It was literally into his that base." So I said, "Fine, no worries. I'll just go and check out." I went there, Anis. I sat beside. There was a sitting over near the tree in the entry. I sat there and I found some good vibes. I got good. I'm a person of vibes. I really liked it. And I said, "Okay, I'm taking up this place." And from there, my journey started to. I took up the garage. That was the only good space in that entire house because it was a very old house, completely into. Because some people also said it is haunted. I said, nothing matters. That garden had a
वो
lot
तो
of
भी हेल्प
crabs and
करेंगे
all those
वो तो
things.
भी हेल्प करेंगे डायमंड बनाने में
Actually, I felt that because I should not speak like this, but it was
No?
supposed to be his Dadaji's ghost over there. And
Okay.
he always kept me protected. So that space was not a very safe space. There were a lot of snakes used to come out. I never encountered any snake over there. And
Okay.
till the time I was there in that place for 4 to 5 years, Anis, nothing happened. The moment I left that place, the roof fell down.
Oh wow.
Till the time I was there, nothing happened. Yeah, nothing happened till the time I was there. So they were actually protecting me.
Dadaji said,
So
now
I don't know
my job
whatever.
is done. My job is done. I think I need to give up this house.
Yeah. So that house got sold out also like all. But till the time I was in that house, and trust me on this, that garage also had converted so beautifully. Even that garden, that property got sold out in premier price. Matlab that time, earlier when I had not taken up that place, nobody was touching that place. It was empty for a long time. There were disputes and all those things going on. But the moment I took
Hmm.
up that place, I used to pay good rent and I had a chowkidar only, and I started as a solopreneur. I'm still a solopreneur for and now I've got a co-founder with me, and that also very eminent lady has joined Akarshan to with me as a co-founder. But that time it was a no, literally I changed that place. Me and Parag, obviously Parag has a share of contribution. We made that place look so beautiful that people would come and appreciate the beauty of that garden. People would come in and appreciate the no the way we had transformed the garage. So it and I loved sitting there, and I have a lot of beautiful memories around that place.
Hmm.
And it that whole garden belonged to the whole place belonged to me in that time, and I used to sit in that. I had a lot of selfies in that garden. So it's a through and through a good memory. But when uncle decided to sell out, I checked out with my neighbor who was like my whose mother was my first client's Kothari auntie. She was I used to call her Amma. So then they were making their offices in basement. So uncle took out a place for me in basement as well. So then I shifted my studio to a basement. Then people had to say, "Okay, why your basement? Why your basement?" Then finally, like 12 months back, I've shifted to another place, which is a commercial complex. And now I'm in front. Now my board is up and out. And till since then, people have other agendas against me because now I'm open and visible to everywhere that my brand has come out in public.